original envelopes themselves. I took them up there and they discussed it and looked at it.
And the canvassing board looked at them one by one?
Yes, it did.
And made the decision one by one?
Yes, they did.
And do you recall why the two who were rejected?
I do not know.
Which one? Did you make, sorry.
Pardon?
Did you make some statement to the board that you were notary public and you could vouch for signatures?
No, I've said that as a notary public, I will swear that I am, but I actually witnessed these people took their identification and witnessed them signing.
But you in fact did not notarize these signatures. So what was the? I'm not sure of the significance of the notary public.
There was one civilian on the board who probably did not have any idea who I was other than that.
I see. So it's just a way of identifying yourself.
Just would identify myself in the fact that I do that on a routine basis as
Okay.
a witness.
Okay. Do you recall that Louis Irby asked you for a list of the fire station precinct voters?
Don't recall.
And you don't recall telling him the answer, no, you would not provide him the
I don't
list?
remember that.
Did you provide the list of of those voters to James Lewis or his campaign?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Did you have any occasion to handle campaign matters for Mr. Lewis apart from the matter of the campaign literature that we've already discussed?
No, sir.
Did you ever deliver checks to anybody to pay for ads that Mr. Lewis had taken out? Did you have any part in modifying Mr. Lewis's campaign political ads that were posted around the fire station precinct by adding paid political ad to the bottom of it?
No, sir.
Did anybody call that to your attention?
Someone came in and complained about some sign or some such as that, but I don't
Do you remember who that was? Do you remember what you did
about
the complaint?
that complaint.
Yes.
I didn't do anything about that.
So you didn't suggest or tell anybody to modify the signs to make them conform? Did you encourage any newspaper, any person to campaign or take a position against Mr. Louis Irby?
No, sir.
Did anybody discuss that with you? Did anyone ask you to do that?
Asked me to influence a newspaper person?
Or anyone else?
No, sir.
Did you hear Mr. Watson and Ms. Calderwood discussing such a thing?
No, sir. I'm still unfamiliar.
How do you ensure that absentee voters don't vote twice in the election?
Before we send out, we mark a red A in the supervisor's rolls, which indicates that they have an absentee ballot, not that they voted absentee.
Right.
Or in the case of someone who has, and yes, it does. And they're supposed to be alerted if someone does come in and tries to vote as a red A. I don't think we have that I can call and try to do that.
You don't have any record of anyone's trying. Okay. Do you recall whether Mr. Lewis was ever present, Mr. James Lewis was ever present when citizens were given absentee ballots in your presence?
There were many people in and out of my office, and you have to give an absentee ballot. Someone asks for one, and they give their identification, and I give them, and just tell them what to do with it. You can mail it or you can vote here, and it could have been a number of people in there, but no, there was no one present when someone was voting.
So your instructions were to leave the room if there were a voter voting, if there were other people there?
Oh, absolutely.
And there was no exception to that?
No exception.
Okay. Now, there's no record in the minutes there that the canvassing board canvassed unused ballots. Isn't that not correct?
That's correct.
And what happened to the unused ballots?
The unused ballots were retained until the end of the 10-day contest period, at which time we sent them to recycle, along with the other things that were not actual records.
And you have none of them now?
The ones we have left are the ones attached to partially used booklets of votes.
And where are they?
They are in my office.
And do you have the stubs on all of the ballots that were voted?
I have the stubs on almost all. I think I myself have misplaced part of mine. I think I used, if it's 50 a book, I might have used 2 books, a little more. And there maybe another precinct may have had part of theirs. I can't recall.
So there was never any canvassing
No.
of all the stubs against the ballots cast?
No.
Yeah. What is the legal authority for destroying these materials?
I don't think I understand, but I don't know what
Under what authority did you destroy the materials that you destroyed?
the fact that they're not public record, and if we don't retain that, we don't retain them from any election that I know of. There are blank, unnumbered, empty ballots. They have nothing on them.
And those ballot stubs, or those ballots that were voted that you don't have stubs for, were they destroyed or lost?
Do not know.
But they don't exist?
I don't have them.
You don't have them? Do you know how many of them there are?